kind of looking back over this past weekend, that's a good Troy team. I think Coach Lindsey's doing a really good job with those guys. Really reminded me, the offensive play reminded me of Big 12 ball, where those kids can throw and catch, and that quarterback's on the same page as Coach Lindsey, knows where to go with the ball. Very impressive. That when you look at what we did, we had too many mistakes, had a lot of penalties, 8 penalties, played behind the chains a lot, and had 4 interceptions, and we're not good enough yet to overcome that, and we got to play more efficient football and not beat ourselves, especially when you play a team like Troy, who is very high scoring, tempo based, and can turn it into a shootout where we had plenty of opportunities on offense. We had 16 drives and only scored 27 points. And, my time and experience in the Big 12, you got to be able to move the ball and score. Obviously defensively, we've got to step up and we've got to be able to make them kick field goals. And, we had 4 interceptions. They had 20 points off of turnovers. Still trying to work with our team on understanding momentum swings and the style of play. We know that they're going to be shootouts versus Troy, but when you play a team like App State coming up, it's going to be more like an SEC style, minimal possession, ball control. Really have to play efficient and play as a team. But obviously we're not playing for bowl eligibility anymore. It's been some good conversations. We had senior day last Saturday with 22 seniors. They understand we got 2 games together, and this group's been through a lot. I think they're going to come out and they're going to play and be excited too. And they understand that we're trying to build a program and trying to build a winning program. And moving forward, we got to keep developing our kids because we don't have any bowl prep, and we've got to be able to continue to build for the future and still get these seniors to play hard these last couple of games. So going from there, any questions?
Yeah, thank you, Coach. Our first questions come from Whitney Hayworth. Whitney, please go ahead.
Coach, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Off of what you just mentioned, obviously, you know that you're not playing for a bowl game, but you have those last 2 games together, and you have a big test against Appalachian State, a chance to knock off, the top 25 ranked App State Mountaineers. So when you have games like that can still happen, how do you talk to your team and kind of move through those motions to know there is still a lot to play for in a way?
Yeah, there is, and with where we're at, our kids, this senior class has never won 4 games in a season. They've never won 3 conference games either, so we still got a lot to play for in terms of pride and trying to better our program. It's always kind of unique. I've been a part of these where, it's hard to motivate a senior class that, hasn't been to a bowl game or is not playing for a bowl game. So how do you get them to play hard the last 2 weeks of the season? And, I think these kids I think they truly enjoy the game. They've been through a lot of transition to begin with. I think they want to suit it out 2 more times with their brothers and go out there and really play with the nothing to lose attitude. But we've had some great dialogue with them in terms of I'm really honest with them. I want it to be as transparent as possible to understand that, we need these seniors to play hard and enjoy their last games, but we also need to develop the future of our program and get them moving forward. And, when you play a top 25 team like App State, and we got nothing to lose, I think these kids should be naturally fired up to go out there and see if we can do something. But we're going to have to do it together as a team and not beat ourselves because this is a really quality team, as you guys know.
And when you do look at App State, obviously, what impresses you the most? Maybe one thing on offense and one thing on defense.
Cool. There's multiple things that impress me. I think they're just really, if you look at them offensively and defensively, they play a lot of juniors and seniors, and they played a lot of ball together. And then you look at them on special teams, and they got a bunch of young guys, and it shows you how they've developed a program. They've built a program where you're getting these young guys, reps on special teams, and then they've got that experience when they get later down the line in their careers, because I'm saying they're talented across the board, probably the most talented team by far in our league. You look at the 22 guys that had preseason watch list, just recommendations, they're going to be solid across the board. I think they do a good job of playing well together. They play extremely hard. They're very sound in what they do. I'm just impressed with both sides of the ball in terms of their athletic ability and just all the depth that they have. But you can see, based off of how young they play guys on special teams, those guys play extremely hard, that they're building a program. They've already established it where it's when these seniors leave, they've got some guys with some quality experience and playing time throughout special teams where they can slip in and fill the voids.